Greetings, fellow Turbo Coupe enthusiasts. This is John. I have a 1987 Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. Effectively, I got the car with 26,000 miles. It's got about 28,000 miles on it now. The program ride control never worked. It was stuck in soft mode, would not go into hard mode, went to the firm ride, because when you flip the switch, what would happen in firm mode, the green light on attack would flash. It would be basically one flash every 9 or 10 seconds, which effectively meant, to engage the diagnostic process, which I did, and turned out that I have 4 bad actuators. I believe the reason for the malfunction or the disservice of the actuators was due to the car's history of sitting for 14 years. The old saying, you don't use it, you lose it, and these actuators certainly lost it. The actuators sit on top of the shock and struts, the respective shock and strut. They sit like this on top, and obviously you have a plug that goes into the harness, which ultimately goes to the program ride control module. Now, if you look here, there are 2 settings. This S for soft, which is the auto mode, and then you have the H for hard, which is the firm mode. So what happens is, pretend that this little here screwdriver is the shock absorber of the strut. What happens is when the actuator is actuated by one of the inputs, various inputs from the program ride control computer or module, it will shift the sleeve here. It's called the control sleeve, from soft to hard, and it'll go back and forth and switch. Let me try to do that here. Yeah, we're not in Hollywood, so pardon the poor thing. So anyway, it switches back and forth. That's the point I want to make. However, when I remove the cover, and you remove the cover by prying these little prongs on the cover, and be careful to do it because they will break off if you do it repeatedly. I used like a sharp, a nice flat edge screwdriver to pry them off. If we go inside, if you look at this one, you will see that there is this black tar-like substance. Black tar-like substance by the magnets, and effectively what happened is little rubber bumpers that effectively stop the armature from, from bottoming out, so to speak, or going too far. So what happened was when the rubber bumpers disintegrated, looks like they melted, but they basically disintegrated. It was stuck in soft mode, would not go into hard mode. So just be aware of that. So what you need to do is you need to kind of clean out that black goop. Make sure you clean out the contacts. It's a magnet metal. Make sure you clean out the contacts with some alcohol or some CRC electric contact cleaner, and clean it out. So what I did was I took some vacuum hose, as you see here. I sliced it up into smaller pieces, and in this actuator that I am in the process of rebuilding, I pretty much inserted the rubber stops right here, and on the opposite side, sorry for the moon shadow there, on this side here. That's what I did. And what you effectively want to do as well is you want to check the armature to make sure these commuter brushes are working like they're supposed to. So you can see here these 2 have failed. This one's broken off. This one's supposed to be a little springy. Sorry about that, a little springy. This one's kind of missing in action somewhere. So this is a bad armature. So make sure your armatures are good, like this one, right? So all the windings are solid. It's making contacts on the brass points there, you see, the copper points. And also the brushes are nice and springy, right? Good resistance to that. This way, when you put the armature in, you want to put the armature back in with that little tab. You see that there tab to the left part of your screen? You want to make sure it sits in this part of the actuator. So once you have the armature sitting inside the actuator, what you want to do is you want to put the control sleeve back in place. And notice there's 2 washers. Sorry about the lousy video. There's 2 washers, and it looks like a couple of anchors, so to speak, underneath those washers, preventing them from falling out. So those anchors will rest in the crown of the armature, like so. Then what you want to do is you want to put the cover back on the base of the armature, rather the base of the actuator. So it should sit like that when you're done. And then what you're going to wind up doing is you're going to wind up bending these tabs in. You could use a punch, a flat punch, to seat those properly. But first, before we do anything, before we sew the patient back up, we're going to bring it out to the car and give it a test to see if this actually works. So I just put a little tape on it this way, you know, to kind of keep the cover on for when I test it. Let's see what happens. So if you look at that blue item there between the end of the hood line and the fender, you'll see the actuator. It's plugged in and it's in soft mode right now. So what should happen is when I go to firm mode, you're going to see it jump a little bit. And if it jumps, it means we're gold and it works, survey says. All right, it moved. In soft mode, it moved again. Firm mode, soft. So you can see and conclude, therefore, that we saved the actuators. That's great news. You know, I got to give credit to the Turbo Coupe Owners Association. I believe they're called NATO as well. Effectively, there was just an article written about replacing the bumpers. So I just wanted to make a video on that. Shout out to those guys. They get all the kudos and credit.